Alright, so left or right, whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. Okay, so their father's in a wheelchair. So that guy we saw before wasn't their father. Who was that? Because he wasn't the Pope, because the Pope was the goblin. Hmm. Alright, so here's my theory about what the story of this game is. I think the guy who was like leading the Pope and whoever those people were, I think that guy is probably like the actual father of like Glenn and her brother. And that I think he's also the father of Glenn. And they all share like some bloodline that, yeah, means something for some reason because of JRPGs. But now tell me, why did you leave the castle? Where have you been all this time? The walls of this place are suffocating. I am a princess, not a nun. I set out to look beyond the walls, to see what we have been fighting for all these years. And what did you find? Are you really interested in it? I thought you only care for this war. You portray me as a bloodthirsty warlord, which I am not. Besides, we shouldn't talk like this in front of Father. Then go and see for yourself what lies over the walls, what people talk about, what they wish and hope for. You know that I told the truth about the banquet, don't you? Of course I believe you that you have seen the demon, but you certainly couldn't have noticed everything. I ask again. I ask again. You know I was telling the truth. And you accept the lie? I accept what Tavern needs most. It will be over quickly. I guess it will. They give him a few more weeks. It's good that you came back. He can't show it, but I'm sure Father is happy that you're back with us. Father. His hands are so rough. His hands. I remember them tall yet gentle. What? You remember his hands tall? That's not a description of hands. Loving hands that lifted me up in the air, me up into the sky as a little girl. They are so rough now, like the hands of a knight swinging his sword. But they probably always have been. His hands held the sword more often than his daughter, after all. Interesting. Once the war is over, I'll save up and buy my own house. I lead somewhere. Here's a weird graveyard. Charm of the Learner. I like extra SP after battle. Grants 2 times additional SP to the character's pool. Nice. Yeah, so we'll have Glenn use that for now. That way he can learn his stuff faster. What's up, my dudes? What up?
State your business. You have none. Then leave me alone. I'm busy, as you can probably see.
Actually, did I check that middle part? Nope. And the Magician's Belt. Magician's Belt grants 1 mind. Okay, raises mind by 10%. Why does it raise mind by 1? Should you raising it by 5? Or is it because I have... No? 1? What is... What is this? And this gives 20%. But if we remove it, it only gives us 3. So is it based on whatever our mind is without the class symbol on? Like if I take off the emblem, then my mind drops down to 39. So 20% rounded down. No, that doesn't make sense. Yeah, still just up by 1. Let's take off the jerkin. It doesn't give any mind. So cleric increases our mind to 28. So by 9. And it's not because of the mind up. You put it on. Yeah. So then with the mind up, It goes up to 31. So 3 on top of 20%. Yeah, so 20% would be around 4. So 3.8. Yeah, so I guess it rounds down to whatever the nearest whole number is. And if we put on something that gives us a lot more defense, adds 20 at exactly 20, it does not compensate for. It was only based on our base, not based on whatever we're wearing. That's terrible. Like, why? Why design it that way? Is it because they can stack? I mean, if it's based on your base, and you're a character like Glenn, who, with everything taken off, so 2, so 6. If your character like Glenn, who at top has 25 plus, whatever extra mind he gets from bonus stats from learning skills. Are you talking 7? So 7 top. So you have an accessory that gives 30%, a crystal on the weapon that gives 30%, a crystal on the armor that gives 30%, plus the passive skill gives 30%. Then Max Glenn gets an additional 28. An additional 28 max mind. Which combined with whatever mind from his armor and mind from his class get him to almost 80. Which at cap would be so 32. I mean, he's currently doing 30 with 0.3. So you can't be doing 32 with double the with not double, but with a bunch more mind. At 0.4, you can't be healing everybody for just 2 more points. Like, what are they basing the potency on? Because it can't be based on mind, because it's based on mind. Then 0.3 should be, he should be healing everybody right now. Yeah, he should be doing around 15 points of healing with this skill right now. But what is this based on? Because he's healing for around 30 now. But none of these stats, 0.3 isn't 30 for any of these stats. But what is this based on? What is the potency? It's not based on his mind. Now, the next time we're out in the field, I'm going to need to remove his armor to see what he heals for. Just to confirm that. Okay, this is something. Tormin Underground. Due to the heavy rain, the people of Tormin decided to build an entire underground city. Interesting.
Volantis is well known for its ores. You only get the hardest and shiniest ones here.
Hey. You have a lot of money. Those greedy traders, now that we're at war again, they immediately raise the cost of food. Don't have any tough rips. More long feathers. And a hard shell. Might as well grab that. Don't have any of that. Now we have all the tier 3 weapons except for this, which is probably the weapon you get for defeating the yak. Now we already have plenty of those. We don't have any glasses. Glasses give us TP and make us immune against blind. Grab one of those. Nope. Just one. We have a comfy scarf. We do not have an herbal collar. Herbal collar, no stat increase, but it does give us poison immunity.
We'll get even with them in Ascania. We've had enough of this everlasting war. The Grand Grimoire trusts them all.
Once the king tried to ban alcohol during wartime, we were supposed to concentrate more on killing than on drinking. And it worked, except for the fact that people were killing themselves instead of the enemy. What's up, Dario?
Man, I wish I could go for a burger.
I guess we gotta bring him a burger at some point. Why are there so many people standing here? Why are there so many people standing here? They're outraged by food costs. War has just been declared and they are already charging triple the price. No, I can't pet the doggo. You monsters.
People are complaining that we raised the prices after the war was announced. It's not us who make the prices, it's the demand.
The invisible hand of the market. Hello. Bad doggo. What up with you? Because I pet too many cats in a row? Can I help you? Would you like some tea? Or maybe some coffee? Perhaps you'd like to use the toilet? Or maybe you want to sleep in my bed? Huh? No. Then why did you barge into my house uninvited, huh? Get lost, you impudent vermin. You impudent vermin. That's a good point. Got me some lozenge. Need some more money back? They started building this underground city before the war, which means they started over 150 years ago. They had to stop, though, and never picked it back up. The floors below are unfinished and blocked. Sometimes I wonder how much deeper it goes. Yes, obviously we're gonna have to escape underground somehow. It's telling me I can make something. Let's see. Not that. Nope. None of those. You still on about the toxic hit? Not ready for it yet. When I am, I'll do it. And that's the attack up 3 we got. We got all the treasure chests from here. But not all the doggo. Okay, so for Torment, there's just the treasures, explore the area, Temple of Torment, obtain 4 class emblems anywhere. Well, we only have 2 waters. Oh, we've only found 2 waters so far, so. Paralyze the same enemy 4 times within a battle anywhere. Complete the quest. Valfalaran sings the fairy. Okay. Defeat all unique monsters. Wow. Get 3 herbal collars. Well, we have 2, so just need 1 more. 1 more collectible. Oh, no. That's for the other area. Yeah, so I guess something's going to happen that lets us go that way. Probably clears out these boxes. Alright. We can finish this quest. Nice. Got that. War is always top priority in the world. I mean, which invention do you think first found its way to Torment? The common umbrella or sky armor? Shockingly, the sky armor came before the umbrella. Hard to believe, isn't it? It is pretty hard to believe. Rain everywhere, and they chose to invest in death machines.
You're not a member of this guild, so leave me alone.
I mean, you can't be the same guildmaster.
Once you've joined the guild, the other guild members will be able to give you some useful hints. Adventurers guilds run mostly by Poco, Lisvin, and Hyoms. Adventurers guild is run mostly by Poco, Lisvin, and Hyoms.
So I know that the lizard men are the Lisvin. I guess the Poco are like the pig men. And I guess the Hyoms are like humans. No, it can't be. Maybe maybe it is. A letter from the Adventurers Guild in Farmsport. Let me see. Ah, wonderful. So you are news recruits. Congratulations. It must have been difficult to pass Kortara in these dire times. Don't worry, you can now count on us from here on. We offer you plenty of services. First, you can use our shop. It has some unique items. You can find plenty of materials to upgrade your equipment. Second, you can get useful hints on how to find certain unique monsters. Third, we will pay you for how many different unique monsters you have defeated. Just speak to me to get your rewards. Be adventuring. Ahoy hardy. That's the achievement you get for joining the Adventurers Guild. You need anything? Okay, so you sell all of the crafting materials, it seems. Understood. Exchange parts. Repair kit. But this is like a Phoenix Down for Sky Armors, I guess. This is like a potion for Sky Armors. I'm not sure you've noticed, but there are invisible bridges in Kratara. You can find one in the central area and another one in the forest southeast. The central area. I wonder who built them. You want to check them out? Oh, there's nothing to find there. I already checked. Yeah, so I can't look at the different areas until you have access to teleporting again. Have you heard of the Tomes of the Fiends? You can get through them. You can get them through deals. With their knowledge, you might be able to get new loot from Sky Armor enemies, such as Skill Ram. Unique monsters have several conditions to make them appear. If they still don't appear, make sure you leave and enter the area again.
So, you're part of the guild. Welcome. If you have any questions, just ask around here.
Yeah, thanks for that great bit of insight there, buddy.
You need some hints on how to find unique monsters? Since you're a member of the guild, you will find helpful adventurers on your travel who will share their info with you.
They're all worthless. Every single one of you. Hello there. Hello there. So leaping is leaping no more, eh? Keep up the good work. So the house didn't count, huh? Huh? What's Killian doing there? Oh, it's you, Glenn. Did your Victor return? Not yet. What are you doing here? Taking in the scenery while the rain has stopped. I still can't believe it. The Grand Grimoire is right under our noses. And? What do you mean, and? That's the reason we're here. We wanted to know more about it. Who had placed it in Wyrnshire back then? And above all, why? What then? I'm sorry, what do you mean? What do you plan to do with this knowledge? What's this about? You don't know, do you? I know what you want. You want the stone for yourself. I want to change this world. Having such a weapon would be helpful. Even though you know what it's capable of? You find it despicable. The Grimoire kills people. This sword here does the same. And yet we wield it every day for our cause. You can wield a sword and choose your targets. The grimoire obliterates everything.
Don't get me wrong. Every human life is precious to me. But just look back. We are walking on a mountain built of corpses. The blood of many is in our hands.
The blood of people who are ready to die for their cause. We do not kill with an instant.
If possible, I would not want to use the grimoire. It is much more useful as a scare tactic than as a weapon. Enemies will throw their weapons at the mere sound of its name. I'm going to reword this because it just sounds dumb the way it's written. Enemies will throw down their weapons at the mere sound of its name. Remember how our enemies feared the Band of the Iron Bull. You know the reason why I want to change this world?
No.
I come from a merchant family. We were quite wealthy. But since dealing with money is frowned upon where I come from, we were not very influential. We had a big house, servants, always clean clothes, and enough food. But all this did not protect us from the world outside. My younger sister went out riding one day, and the horse went wild. It raced through half the city until it finally stumbled in the harbor district, fell to the ground, and broke its leg. My sister sought help in an area that even in broad daylight was visited only by scoundrels. Weak and completely on her own, she could not defend herself when they came for her. Dozens of men threw themselves on her, one after another. Kellyanne, our butler, found her in a gutter hours later. She had fallen into a coma. I was so angry I rode into the harbor that same evening to look for the culprits. But who was I supposed to find? Half the neighborhood had taken advantage of her.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I haven't seen her for years, but from letters my parents sent me, I know she is still sleeping. Glenn, I was a very liberal person whose greatest role model was Alfred of the Band of the White Dragon, a man who achieved fame with his mercenaries and at one point was as powerful as the armies of the greatest kingdoms. Since he came from the common folk, he tried to abolish the royal houses and establish democracy. I wanted to be like him, and after the incident with my sister, even more so. I could have felt anger for the common rabble, but I did not want to fight the lower class, but rather the cause that made them this way. I set myself the goal that if my sister ever woke up from her coma, she would look into a new world. A better world that I created with my own hands. For that, I must make use of different means.
Like the Grand Grimoire?
Like the Grand Grimoire.
The first thing your sister will see when she wakes up is not the beautiful world that you have created, but the monster her brother has become.
Don't worry, we will never get that stone anyway. These are just empty words, Glenn.
I think I have some time until Sir Victor returns. Wonder how Len is feeling. This day has been hard on her. Maybe I can pay her a visit. That is, if they let me to the castle. So I've been wondering for a while. I don't think this means anything. Like, I thought like it represented like the tasks you had to do for an area. But if we look here, there are a total of 8 things, and we've completed 3. There should be 5. But there's 6. And I think it'll show that like this the same way, regardless of where we go. Like, I think it's just a visual thing, not a actual representation of anything. And talk to any of the guards. Yes, let us walk in. We are grateful that you brought Her Highness back. Prince Frederick hasn't been himself since she vanished. Nope, can't go that way. Alright. What's up? Now that the princess is back, I'm going to make an extra effort to keep the place in good shape. So you have been doing your job since you left, huh? Alright. You're the guy who returned the princess, right? I've been told you're allowed to visit her, but this area is off limits, you understand? You go upstairs. You can't go to the right or the left. Can you walk in here? You can. It's a library. Valanda's greatest pride was once the Major Academy of Nisa, and even today people speak of it with fervor. Before that, Valandas was an isolated place with only a few mining villages. The reason why the founders of Nisa chose such a random location to open the greatest academy of all time is still a mystery. Perhaps the students were not supposed to be too distracted by other things. Who knows? The soldiers around His Highness call the Grand Grimoire the weapon of the gods. I wonder which gods they mean. The old ones? The church has one god? Or the great gods? Maybe they mean the 7 true kings. At least with the 7 true kings, their existence is scientifically proven. Asnadiel the dragon is sleeping on this very continent. Scientifically and technologically speaking, Valandas lags a century behind the neighboring countries. All the resources were spent on the war. One might think that at least the war machinery would be up to date. Fiddlesticks. After 150 years of war, the coin master was happy to find enough money to pay the soldiers to keep the old machines running. Recently, however, we have received few more modern machines. I wonder what deal Prince Frederick has struck, and with whom. The princess is a sweetheart. She is sympathetic, has a sympathetic ear for everyone. You're the guy who returned to Her Highness, right? I've been told you're allowed to visit her. This area is off limits, you understand? You gonna say the same thing? Yep. How about this way? So nothing here. Alright. So straight this way. Look, you chopped all the good dishes. I don't think because you've just returned, I'm going to handle you with kid gloves. You make up for all the work you missed. You understand? Answer me. What kind of behavior is this? I hope you remember your status. Here at the court, by order of His Majesty the King, you have no more rights than a common servant. Yes, I'm sorry. What are you staring at? Be gone. Watch your tongue. He's the princess's guest. Apologize. Sorry. I'm so glad Her Highness is home safely. We have all missed her around here. Alright. So not that way, not this way. So the only room we can walk into. Got another weapon for her, but it's probably not as good as the vegetable spear. What up?
Who goes? What are you doing here? Is it about the reward? My brother will take care of it tomorrow. No, I'm just here to visit you and see how you're doing. You are? This is kind of you. Thank you. He's a painter. I had no idea you were so interested in art, and so talented too. It's nothing but a pointless pastime. They all show the same motif. A huge tree on a flying island. What is this place? A place I have to go to. That you have to go to? Might sound silly, but it follows me in my dreams. It appears in my mind's eye and wants me to visit it. I don't know where it is though. I see it in memories that are not mine. I tried to capture it on paper to get an answer, but it doesn't seem to work. Your echo, then. My echo? Remember how Dimebert explained to us that after death, the soul relieves the body and dissolves into Maelstrom? My mother once told me sometimes the soul doesn't completely dissolve. If these remnants flow into a new living being, it is possible that one keeps memories of the previous life. You mean to tell me this place is in the paintings is an echo from a previous life? Maybe. This place could have been your home. I wonder if I had a better life then. I know I shouldn't complain. People are suffering all over the realm, and here I am protected from all that. But still I am so unhappy. It makes me feel ashamed. I think everybody has their own problems to deal with. I don't think you can weigh that. I wish I wasn't born a princess. Tell me, Glenn, why do these rooms here feel so much tighter than anywhere else? Her eyes are so cold when she talks to me. Yet with him. This boy seems pretty close to the princess. You do not look pleased. Said Egwene. He is one of her companions. An interesting boy, I must say. He is the only one who did not want gold as a reward. What then? Information about the Grand Grimoire. Would voluntarily forego a reward of gold. Is he a spy? A rather simple-minded one when he asks us directly to our faces about the Grimoire. We should take care of him, but not in the princess's presence. While you're at it, deal with the whole troop. As you command, General Godfrey has returned, by the way. Very good. Start the procedure immediately. I will, after the general has sobered up. Do not wait too long. We must not give Vizcaya too much time. I can do without curves. They're unnecessary. Oh, come on. They're the most deadly weapons of all. That depends on where you use them. Where? What does that have to do with anything? Well, your katana with a curved blade is suitable for slash attacks that cause deep cuts. They are not suitable for thrust attacks. However, if every soldier of Volantis is running around in heavy armor, a thrust is more effective than a slash, making the greatsword superior to the katana. In Volantis, for all I care. They still live in the past. Plate armor is on the retreat. The only thing that justifiably wears such armor nowadays is sky armor. And believe me, you do not want to face them with a greatsword. I saw him. Sir Victor is coming. You act like a kid waiting for his presence, Glenn. Well, I do hope he brings the reward. I'm ready to get gray. I'm already getting gray hair. Prince Frederick said he'll be given it tomorrow. Sir Victor.
There you are. This is supposed to be the best inn in town. You got screwed. The ale tastes like piss. Barkeeper, amber ale. Ah, disgusting. This bland, watery aroma. One more. No, wait. Bring me 3 right now. It's going down like water. Who is this guy? A good friend, and the real reason I came to Volandis. This is Cameron, a scientist in the court of Terran. And this one here is Bath Raz, also a friend of mine who helps me out with more dangerous stuff. Bath Raz was on his way to help out Victor the whole time. It's you? What are you doing here? Oh, you know each other. Looks like you've made it to Tormund. We're surprised. If your goal was Tormund anyway, why didn't you accompany me until the end, huh? You do remember that we were working for money? If you can't pay us, why should we act as your bodyguards? Is that all you can think of? I hope you have deep pockets, Sir Victor. Like Sienna's any different. Anyway, you will accompany me through Volandis. Can we focus on the main topic? Of course. Sorry that I didn't tell you about this before. The real reason I'm in Volandis is the Grand Grimoire. I'm here telling you this because we need your help. Victor, are you sure this is a good idea? Sure, they might be experienced fighters, but we can't find the others in the Adventurers Guild. Oh, we can find others in the Adventurers Guild. Okay. I trust them. Doesn't mean we have to explain everything to... doesn't mean we have to explain everything to them. We need muscle, not brains. Cameron, what's this about now? I explained it to you earlier and you agreed to it. Now, don't keep us in suspense. Alright. I will take time to answer your full questions. At least while these cups are still full. Okay, so we have someone spying on us. Cameron is responsible for the Grand Grimoire and has been studying it for several years. Nasty thing. Contains endless secrets and has a tremendous destructive power. You've seen what it's capable of, which is why Cameron and I want to destroy it. We want to destroy the Grimoire? The Grand Grimoire is right from the gods. No man should ever hold in their hands. You must destroy it before even more lives are lost. I will help you. Glenn, wait for the inspiration first. And keep your voices low. If anyone finds out about this, we'll be hanging from the gallows. So, what do you want to know? What exactly is the Grand Grimoire? It's the most powerful version of any ordinary Grimoire. These gems are able to store and release energy. They can be found in no geological layers, generally formed in places of high ether deposits. The largest grimoires found in nature are as big as a thumb. However, the Grand Grimoire is the size of a fist. We do not believe that it was created naturally. Someone created it? We do not know. But a similar stone mentioned in the history of the 5th Epoch. The gods use it as a weapon to destroy the entire nations and initiate the apocalypse. Luckily, they've refrained from doing so that we humans are still alive in the 7th Epoch. Exactly, but we are not here for a history lesson. You have any further questions?
So what do you want to know? Where did the stone come from? In the old text of the Fifth Epoch, they're briefly referred to as the mention of the weapon of the gods, but then they no longer mention it. Until about 5 years ago, the stone laid in Terran's treasure chamber. There it was kept as a mere piece of jewelry until Gawain discovered its potential. Gawain?
He was also in the throne room. The man with the white hair and different colored eyes. Gawain is the prince's advisor and colleague of Cameron. He's also an old acquaintance of mine. We both studied in Issa.
Okay, so he's Ale, I think they're called. Oh, heir, right. He's an heir. So this man is an heir?
Unfortunately, he does not share Cameron's concern for the stone's power. He is trying to use it for this war as effectively as possible.
We ran experiments with this. We ran experiments with the stone 5 years ago. Its power was frightening. I spoke out against its use, but the king and the council were unanimously against me. And then, well, what happened with Wyrnshire? Why the stone was there? Terran had defeated Gravos and taken the city. The place was crawling with their soldiers. Honestly, I don't know why the prince kept it there and was intended to use it, and what he intended to do with it. Now the stone is back to Torment and will be used in upcoming battle.
This is certain?
Yes, preparations are being made right now. So what do you want to know?
How do we destroy it?
This is the problem. We do not know. The Grand Grimoire is used by smashing it. This triggers a tremendous implosion. Only in a radius of 3 meters around the stone, nothing happens.
Okay. So that's why they survived. Anyone who was within 3 meters of it survived. So the dolphin definitely died. I think the Iron Bull guy was within range to have survived.
That's why Killian and I survived the explosion. Afterwards, the general reassembles itself and can be used again, which means you cannot destroy it in any normal way. If that is all your questions. Now, it just so happens that a few weeks ago, I made a little progress, therefore called Vicar Tremendous. The Royal House keeps a list of all the gifts that were used. Of all the gifts that are given to the king in various occasions. On such a list, I actually found the rainbow-colored grimoire. A monk named Naukilber. A monk named Naukilber from the Kindred Monastery brought it as a gift more than 50 years ago.
This monk is probably no longer alive, but the monastery still exists.
And that's where you come in.
You plan to go there and want us to accompany you?
Exactly. The monastery is located in the east and has been abandoned for decades. Instead of monks, there are now monsters living there. And we need some capable adventurers to protect us from them.
All the while, you were searching for information about the Grand Grimoire and this Naukilber. Yes, information such as where did the stone come from and how did it come to the possession of the monk? You might even find a way to destroy it.
We'll help you. You do not need to pay us.
Hey, speak for yourself. The stone's not my concern. Without a reward, I ain't lifting a finger. That reasoning sounds familiar. But why are you telling us this? Don't you put yourself in danger by sharing such explosive information?
I don't understand this either.
I have my reasons. I just can't name them. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter. Thanks to your trust,
You have gained a new comrade in arms. Let me help you. Okay, the spy left. What was that? I swear I saw someone outside the window. Yep. All right. Stop! You there at the table! What's this? Drop your weapons and surrender. You're under arrest. What? For what reason? You should know it all too well, spies. There must be a misunderstanding. Do you know who you're talking to? The gallows await. Move now. Looks like we have to fight our way out. I haven't even finished my ale. Oh boy. Okay, so only Boss Thra is a party member. The little bunny guy is not. Okay. Information. Do that. Okay. We'll get him Berserker. Yes, we have to escape. Yeah, if you want us to escape, then you create a path for us to escape. If you want us to fight, then that is not the prompt you give the player. Okay, nothing to steal from them. Here are more outside.
Why are they here? They couldn't have known about their meeting.
They called us spies. Didn't Glenn ask the prince for more information about the Grimoire's reward?
Yes, but is that a problem?
Hailing from Fawnsport and collecting information about a super weapon. Maybe that was not the smartest idea.
You honestly asked about the stone?
No more talking. Let's leave this place and head for the monastery. We have not negotiated the payment yet. And stay here if you prefer. The gallows are free. And all of you are just cool with everything going on, huh? Alright. No updates for the people here. They are just fine with random people just fighting their country soldiers right in front of them. Yeah, we're over 2 hours already. Now I don't know how long this next part's going to take, so I'm just going to cut it here. The next time we'll hopefully reach the proper, spinning wheels off part of the game where we're able to do everything without having to wait for the game to give us permission to do everything. Yep. Until then, if you've been enjoying this playthrough and like listening to this old man talk about RPGs and appreciate doing all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, Ve Victus, Virus Numeris, and bye. I finally remembered to do this first.